Whoa! It's what castle? Tantallon. I'm so excited, I really fucked that up. Tantallon. Tantallon, something like that. Okay, right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to this week's vlog. So let me give you an indication of what this week's vlog is all about. Tomorrow being Wednesday, I'm off to the Farne Islands to photograph these little suckers that I photographed last year. So today being Tuesday, the day before I go off to the Farne Islands, we're up on the northeast coast where we're sticking around for a week. So I've got 3 vlogging days to squeeze in between now and Sunday. And today we're just wandering up the coast. We started off pretty much from slightly north of Sea Houses. In actual fact, Lindisfarne is where we're stopping. So we started off at Lindisfarne and now we're heading in the direction of Edinburgh along the coastline in a trip I'm calling the Road to Edinburgh. A couple of classic shots I'm going to shoot, but more importantly it's about driving and looking and just looking for something unusual to photograph or something different, something I'm not or I don't normally photograph. And look at that. What an amazing place that is. We drove past and we just thought, we've just got to stop, we've got to take some pictures. Driving up the coast, heading up towards Edinburgh, and there's a castle called Tantallon Castle, I think it is. So we just spotted that when we were driving. We had no plans of coming here whatsoever. We just spotted it and I thought that looked really, really nice. It's in the background, you probably can't see it because it's very, very small in the background. But I thought that would make a really nice shot, aiming out towards that rock in the sea there, which is called Bass Rock. So all I'm doing now is Bass Rock is going to be my background where I currently am, and so I'm now looking for something in the foreground. And this is the interesting part. By the way, when we were driving along there was just a sign that said this way to the beach and it costs you £3. So in the van we just drove down. It's a right old rickety road. I just drove down, paid me £3, and literally it's a 2-minute walk away from the beach with this as a reveal. How fantastic is that? While I'm wandering around as well, looking for something of interest in the foreground, I want to try and do something that I'm really uncomfortable with, something I struggle with, and that's to take some really tight, detailed shots of rock formations. I've mentioned the curvature of the rock that's down there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the curvature of the rock that's down there is just fantastic. But just to capture that on its own as an image is something that I struggle with. But hey, I'm on an adventure day today, so why not? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. I videoed a few weeks ago and I was at a boat wreck, can't remember where I was, and as the tide was going out I was trying to take some long exposure shots on the sea. Obviously the sand's going to be wet. No, it's the other way around. When the tide was coming in, not relevant. Fact is, The sand was really wet, and of course my tripod was moving over a 2 and 4 minute exposure. So somebody recommended that I buy these Manfrotto feet, and they cost me I think about 25 or 35 quid, and I've used them ever since. So whoever it was who recommended those to me, thank you very much indeed. And if you are interested, I'll leave a link down below if you fancy checking them out. But they really do work. Basically they're just spreaders for your tripod feet, and yeah, another thing that I really like. I've got to tell you, adventure days are just the best days. We rocked up to a place we've never been before. We're out looking around for competitions and something of interest. I started a time lapse, and right out of the sea, right in front of us, dolphins. Oh, do you know what? It just doesn't get better than this. It just doesn't get better than this. I'm so excited I really f***ed that up. Tantallon, something like that. Okay, right, so Castle, we're about 500 yards further along the beach from where we were a second ago. What an amazing find this is. Oh, these waves are smashing up on these rocks, so they all make for a really nice foreground interest. This set of rocks here, every now and again a rather large wave comes up, and as it recedes it leaves that lovely white bride veil look with the water streaming down the front of the rocks. I mean, honestly, how can you not get excited by that when you're out taking landscape shots? Just take a look at this over the other side as well, and on me. The sea's not particularly rough. Whoa! I was advertising for you. When you say the sea's not particularly rough and you get covered in water, just look at that up there. Leading lines, Bride Veil Falls, out into that whatever it is with a cross on it, out to sea. Oh, I'm buzzing at the moment. I've got to put the camera down, I've got to put you down and crack on with some pictures. In amongst all this chaos, it's so difficult to try and take a picture. It's all well and good saying, well, actually wait until the wave goes up, then starts to recede again. But there are so many layers of them. By the time it starts to recede on one, it's crashing up on another. It's just purely chaotic. But I think that's what I love. But out of all the different shutter speeds, by far, certainly a second or 2 seconds is definitely the best, because it still shows detail in the water. It exaggerates the chaos ever so slightly, and I just love it. I'm absolutely buzzing. We got the whole of the coastline to go along, right up until we get to Edinburgh, finishing off with the Forth Road Bridge shots, and we've been here at this one spot for about 3 hours. I can't see us getting anything done at this rate. It's just awesome. Well, we looked at a few more places on the coast road coming up to the Forth Road Bridge here in Edinburgh. Nothing really took our fancy. Not only that, but the traffic was really horrendous, and we had to stop for some lunch. So this is some three and a half hours later, and we find ourselves at our final destination. And what a fantastic place. 1, 2, 3 bridges, old and new, road and rail, all in the same place. By the way, how fantastic is that? That is just such an iconic bridge, it's unbelievable. I've never shot this before, so quite looking forward to shooting it. I'm sure there isn't a brand new composition or an original composition to be had here. But I'll look around and certainly try my best. Straight away on the side of the river where we're at, or the side of the sea, I'm not sure if it's river or sea, we've got a pipe an actual pipe that goes all the way down, so that's interesting to put either on the third leading you in or the second third. Has a bit of foreground interest with obviously the bridge in the background, so that's quite interesting. Then I'll probably go up the shoreline a little bit, maybe put my tripod nice and low, isolate one of these fairly sizable rocks with the water go around it, 2-minute exposure, flatten that water out like I like to do, and yeah, it should be quite interesting. Right, well, it's pretty safe to say that it's tidal because it's coming in, but it's not too bad. It's fairly slow, so it's fairly manageable, although the water is lashing up on the feet of your tripod again, which is never a good thing when you're doing a long exposure. Right, okay, so a few compositions in the bag, nothing I'm too overhammered with, but it's just so good today to have shot seascapes, landscapes, and a little bit of a seascape stroke industrial as well, because this is pretty special. But it's around about 5 o'clock, nothing really going on in the sky to talk of. The lighting's pretty pants, not making excuses, just the way it is. But now let's grab my 400mm and let's do the 400mm challenge, and let's see if I can zoom right into parts of these bridges to make a kind of a triptych and a couple of interesting compositions. It's always a good challenge, isn't it?